The following is a feature presentation of SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network.
When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay, you want to be there in San Francisco or Santa Clara to watch the 49ers play, especially this year when they're doing extremely well in the NFC. And they've got a big game today. A win and clinching game for the NFC West. Their opponent, the Los Angeles Rams, a team they have had a long and bitter rivalry with for the past 60 years. Welcome everybody to the first of our Week 15 Games of the Week here on SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network. Hello everyone, I am your host and broadcaster, Joe. It has been a really good year to be a 49ers fan. They are doing incredibly well throughout this season, as they should after having just gone to the Super Bowl last year. They're at 9-3, and they are on the verge of being able to clinch their playoff spot here in the NFC. They'd win the West if they win today, and there is one team that can try to stop them today, and that is their current opponent, the LA Rams. The Rams have been a bit of a hot and cold team this season. They have been all over the place. They started out 0-3, they won 4 straight, but since then it's kind of been all over. They are currently on a 2-game winning streak, having previously won against the Saints and Bills. They're trying to make it to 3 in a row, but this 49ers team is not going to let them. 49ers, meanwhile, started off on a 6-game winning streak and managed to go all the way until Week 8 before they were finally given a loss via the Dallas Cowboys. And then, since then, they have been a rather decent 3-2, but that's still good enough for them to have the first seed in the NFC. And let's take a look at the actual playoff standings right now. We're actually going to start in the NFC West standings. Don't know why I said the playoff standings. So the 49ers at 9-3. If they win today, they will clinch the NFC West. Does not matter if the Seahawks win, because regardless, San Francisco will have the tiebreaker over them. So this would be a clincher for them. They need this win, but the Rams also need this win. They're at 6-6. They're tied with Seattle for that second spot. And of course, you got the Cardinals, who are not doing all that well. They're at 4-8. They are trailing behind the rest of the teams, and they might not be able to make it. They're on the verge of elimination from the playoffs, the Arizona Cardinals are. Meanwhile, if we take a look at the overall NFC standings, as you can see, the Rams are the 3rd team out. Meanwhile, the 49ers are the 1 seed. This win would propel the Rams up to 7-6, which means that if they won and the Falcons lost, they'd only be 1 game out from the Lions and Bears, assuming the Lions and Bears also lost their games this week. And some good news for the Rams fans that are watching this. Kyren Williams will be returning to the starting lineup, but good news for the 49ers fans in return. They're getting another starting running back for themselves in the form of Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers clinched their playoff berth. We'll find out shortly. We're going to take a small break, and when we come back to you, we will take you down to Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Alright, clicking start on the recording. And here we are at Levi Stadium in San Francisco. The Rams will call heads, and it will in fact be heads. The Rams will elect to return the ball. So Jake Moody will be kicking this one off, and meanwhile that is Cody Schrader back to return this kick. Or sorry, that is Ronnie Rivers back to return. And Rivers is going to get taken down at the 11. Let's take a look at the LA Rams starting offense. Matthew Stafford, the quarterback that led them to their Super Bowl championship back in 2021. Kyren Williams is the starting running back. Like I said earlier, he just came back from injury. Demarcus Robinson, Puka Nacua, and Cooper Kupp are the wide receivers. Meanwhile, Cody Schrader is the starting tight end. Meanwhile, Tyler Higbee, the starting tight end to replace the injured Colby Parkinson. He will be lining up on the line alongside Jonah Jackson, Steve Avila, Kevin Dotson, Alaric Jackson, and Rob Havenstein. Sean McVay, the 8th-year head coach for the LA Rams, and his offensive coordinator is Mike LaFleur in his 2nd year. Not to be confused with Packers head coach Matt LaFleur. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Stafford in shotgun formation, dropping back. Now he's going to try and run forward with this one. He's going to take it himself, and he's down a little bit short. Let's take a look at the starting defense for San Francisco. Leonard Floyd, Malik Collins, and Javon Hargrave are your defensive linemen. Devondre Campbell, Diamador Lenore, Fred Warner, and Nick Bosa are the linebackers. On the corners, you have Isaac Yiadom and Charvarius Ward. And at the safety positions, you have Jair Brown and Talanoa Hufanga. Nick Sorensen, the 1st-year defensive coordinator for San Francisco, and the 3rd-year special teams coordinator is Brian Schneider. Second and 3 following a 7-yard run by Matthew Stafford. Stafford dropping back and to throw this one, but it's deflected before it can get anywhere. Looked like that was going towards the right. So 3rd and 3, a toss for Williams, and he's not going to get too far. He's actually sent back 5 yards, so the Rams will punt this one. That's Ethan Evans to punt, and the punt returner is Jacob Cowing, the rookie punter out of Arizona. The University of Arizona, I should say. Cowing going to take this one about maybe 5 yards, 4 yards maybe. Let's take a look at the starting offense for the San Francisco 49ers. Brock Purdy, in his 3rd year out of Iowa State, the former Mr. Irrelevant. He's the quarterback lining up under center. At the running back positions, you have Kyle Juszczyk and Christian McCaffrey. Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel are the wide receivers. At the tight end position, you have George Kittle. He's lining up on the line alongside Jake Brendel, Aaron Banks, rookie Dominic Puny out of Kansas, Trent Williams, and Colton McKivitz. Head coach for the 49ers is Kyle Shanahan in his 8th year, and the offensive coordinator is Clay Kubiak. 1st and 10 for San Fran. Purdy going to play action and then throw this one to his left for Deebo Samuel, who's got a 1st down pretty easily there. Nearly got sacked, but he got it off in time. So here's another 1st and 10 for Purdy. He's going to throw this one yet again for Samuel, but he can't quite get a hand on it. And let's take a look at the starting defense for the LA Rams. Braden Fisk, the rookie out of Florida State, is lining up on the defensive line alongside Bobby Brown III and Kobe Turner. Byron Young, Quentin Lake, Troy Reeder, and Florida State rookie Jared Verse are the linebackers for the Rams. Tre'Davious White and Darius Williams are the cornerbacks, and at the safety positions, you have John Johnson and Cameron Curl. Chris Shula is the defensive coordinator for the Rams, and the special teams coordinator is Chase Blackburn. 2nd and 10 for San Francisco on their opponent's 46, and McCaffrey going to get about 7 on that one. So 3rd and 3. McCaffrey's been a big weapon for the 49ers since they acquired him from Carolina, but there he's sent back 5 yards. So that means the 49ers will punt this one. This is Mitch Wishnowski who will be punting, and it's Kyren Williams back to return, but that's going in the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Men in motion. Stafford going to hand this one off to Kyren Williams, who's going to zig and zag as he runs along the near sideline. And he gets the 1st down on a 18-yard run. Stafford in shotgun formation. Running forward with this one, but he's going to get found by Floyd, and he's taken down by Floyd. Wrapped up for getting sacked 3 yards back. So Stafford dropping back, defense breaking through, but he's going to get this one off quick but incomplete. It looked like that was for DeMarcus Robinson, who was the closest person in the area. So 3rd and 13. Stafford going to throw this one to his right for Cooper Kupp, but incomplete. So yet another punt here by Ethan Evans. And Cowling will be back to return this from about the 1. And he's going to get a breakthrough at the 5. Still on his feet and taken down just a little bit past the 17. 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Purdy hands this one off to McCaffrey, who's running up along the middle, taken down after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Purdy in shotgun formation. Going to try and run forward, but he's taken down by Braden Fisk, the rookie with his first sack of the day. Will he have any more? We'll see. 3rd and 12. Purdy going to try and run forward with this one. Gets it off for Kittle. And Kittle going to avoid some potential tackles as he gets taken down at about the 43. 1st and 10, San Francisco. Purdy tossing to McCaffrey, who runs along the near sideline. And he's still on his feet as he's into Rams territory with the first down at about the 33.5. 32.5, I should say. Purdy going to get this one off in time for Kittle, but it's intercepted! But he fumbles the ball! And it's picked up by Jared Verse. That was Darius Williams who got the interception. The rookie managing to get his hands on it after he lets go. So on the 1st and 10, Kyron Williams going to run along the far side. And only gains about 6. What a very interesting defensive play. Thankfully for the Rams, it turned out well. And that's only going to get about 2. 3rd and 2. Stafford going to hand this one off to Williams yet again. And he's got the first down easily. Needed 2, got 4. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 32. Stafford dropping back. Looking for an open man throw to the left for Nacua, but incomplete. Puka Nacua was a breakout star after BYU. Or out of BYU. Kyron Williams going to run along the near side, cuts back towards the middle, and zigging and zagging as he gets just enough for a first down and a little bit extra. 1st and 10, Rams. Williams going to take this one up along the far side, cutting back towards the middle, but he only gains about 6 yards. So Stafford going to hand this one off to Williams yet again. He's got the first down, fighting for a little extra yardage. Nice job by the Rams there. So 1st and 10 into San Francisco territory on the 46. And Williams keeps on going, running back towards the middle. And he's down at the 22. And that's where we're going to end the first quarter. No score here in California. Stafford in shotgun formation. Throwing to his right for Cooper Kupp, but incomplete. Little too much coverage there by the San Fran defense. 2nd and 10. Stafford dropping back. Going to throw this one out of bounds. Looked like Tyler Higbee was the only one in the area. 3rd and 10. Stafford in shotgun. Offense helping him protect him. But it's incomplete. So they're going to go with the field goal by the rookie Joshua Carty out of Stanford, actually. This will be a 40-yarder. And that one is off the left upright and good. The Rams strike first. In the second quarter, it's 3-0. And that will be Isaac Garendo, the rookie out of Louisville, who will be returning this kick from the 2.5, it looks like. Garendo going to get up to about the 20, about the 18, actually. 1st and 10, Purdy going to run forward, going to get taken down. Jared Verse with another sack. Another defensive play. He didn't have the sack before. That was Braden Fisk. But the rookies on defense doing good work today for the Rams. And it's incomplete. So 3rd and 16 for San Francisco. Purdy in shotgun formation. Looking for an open man. Going to throw this one for Kittle, but it's deflected before it can get anywhere close to him. It looked like it was going for Kittle anyway. And another Wisnowski punt. And Williams going to be back to return this one. He'll take it from about the 26. Gets up to the 40. Now up to about the 48 before he's taken down. First and 10 for the Rams. Stafford going to hand this one off to Williams, but he's taken back 3 yards. Second and 13 for LA. Stafford in shotgun formation. Offensive line holding off the defense as much as they can. Tyler Higbee going to get this catch for a first down into 49ers territory. Down at about the 40. First and 10. Stafford looking for someone open. Going to throw this one for Higbee yet again. And he's got just enough for the first down. Another first and 10. Stafford dropping back. Going to try and run for it. Fumble on the strip sack. Going to get picked up by the 49ers defense. That's Fred Warner. And Warner, can he? Could he? Will he? He will not. Stopped at the 4. But that sets up amazing field position for the Niners. Toss for McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, San Francisco. And just like that, big defensive play for the 49ers leads to an amazing score here. And Moody's kick on the way, nearly blocked, but it goes through. 7-3, Niners take the lead with just over 4 minutes to go. Rivers going to take this back from about 2 or 3 yards in his own end zone and gets up to about the 7. So first and 10 for the Rams. Stafford dropping back. Going to throw this one to his right. It's deflected before it could get close to Cooper Kupp. Batted down. Nice job by the defense there. That might have been... Looked like it was probably Ward that took that, and Williams only going to get a 4-yard run on that one. Third and 6. Stafford going to toss this one to Williams, and Williams going to run along the far side, but he doesn't get enough. Short by 2 yards. So Ethan Evans to punt this one. Yet again, this is his 3rd punt of the day. Cowing will be taking this one back from about the 30, maybe the 29 and a half. And he's down at about the 37, looks like. I apologize there for that little hiccup burp. Purdy with the play action, then throw for Brandon Ayuk, and he's got the first down easily into Rams territory. Down at about the 42. Purdy going to hand this one off to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey taken back 2 yards. Purdy with the play action, looking for an open throw to Brandon Ayuk, and Ayuk is gone here. Touchdown San Francisco. And just like that, the 49ers have busted this game wide open for themselves. And Moody going to kick this extra point on the way. It's good. And it's a 14-3 lead. San Francisco. Rivers will be back to return. He'll take it from the 6. And going to be a bit of a fight at the 14.5. So they'll be stopped at the 14. First and 10 for the Rams. Stafford going to try and run forward to get a better view. He's getting found, though, and he's stripped of the ball. And it's picked up by Charvarius Ward, who's got the scoop and score. Amazing work there by the 49ers defense. Yet again, another big play for them. And extra point by Moody on the way, and it's good. And just like that, it's a 21-3 lead in quite a short amount of time, about 3.5 minutes. Rivers going to take this one yet again, and he's down at the 22. So that's 3 straight drives that go terribly for the Rams. Stafford going to try and throw this one for Nakua, but it's incomplete. Less than 30 seconds to go in the second quarter here. Stafford going to hand this one off to Williams, and he's only going to get about 5 on that one. And they're not calling their timeouts, so this might be the final play of the first half. Stafford looking for an open man, going to throw it deep for Cooper Kupp with the long ball. Kupp on his own, got maybe one man to beat, but he will not beat him. Stopped at the 21. And just like that, the 49ers go into halftime with a 21-3 lead, and they get the ball back to start the second half. But the Rams, don't count yourselves out quite yet. You still got plenty of ways to go. A reminder to you all that on Saturday we will be having our second of our Week 15 games of the week. This one, a battle to determine potential seeding position in the AFC as Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets take on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's all coming up for you on Saturday, the second of our Week 15 games of the week here on SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network. And so Cardi going to kick this one off. Guerrero back to return. He'll take it from about the 5-yard line. And he'll get up to the 20 and 25 before he's down at the 26. First and 10 for the Niners in shotgun formation. Purdy has plenty of time to have rested. Throw for George Kittle over the middle. And he's got this one easily into Rams territory, down at about the 47. First and 10 for the Niners. Purdy in shotgun formation. Gonna throw this one to his left for Deebo Samuel. Has got it in coverage. Amazing work there to find the gold helmet in the sea of blue and yellow. Purdy tosses this one to McCaffrey, and he's down at about the 20-yard line. So a loss of 4. Purdy going to play action. Looking for an open Brandon Ayuk to his right, and he's not going to get it. Incomplete. Dove for it, but not quite in bounds. 3rd and 14. Purdy looking for somebody open. Throws to his left for Deebo Samuel. He's got some room, and he's going to get taken down just short. Taken out at the 4. That's where this 1st and goal will be. Purdy going to hand this one off to McCaffrey, who runs it right in for the touchdown. And just like that, the 49ers have a 28-3 lead if this extra point goes through. Kyle Shanahan might be able to redeem the last time he had a 28-3 lead in a big game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure anyone in the state of Georgia can tell you. And Rivers going to take this one from about the 12, getting some good running, taking it out at the 25. So that's where this drive will start for the Rams. 1st and 10. Stafford in shotgun. Looking and throwing for Puka Nacua. Nacua on the far side gets to the San Francisco territory before he's taken down at the 38. So 1st and 10 there. Stafford going to hand this one off to Williams. And he's only going to get about 4 on this one. So 2nd and 6. Stafford dropping back. Offensive line giving him plenty of time. Going to throw this one to the right for Cooper Kupp in the end zone. And the Rams finally score a touchdown off a big play. They definitely needed that. And Stafford going to try, hopefully leading his team to even more points. Cardi kick on the way. It's good. 28-10. Isaac Guerrero back to return this one. And he'll take it from about 2 yards deep in his own end zone. Getting up to the 15 and down at the 16. 1st and 10 for San Francisco there with 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. McCaffrey running along the near sideline. And he's got an easy first down as he's down at the 37, I apologize. 1st and 10. Purdy going to hand this one off to McCaffrey yet again, who's running along the middle. Got the first down and into Rams territory. Taken down by his kneecaps at about the 36. So 1st and 10 for the Niners there. Play action by Purdy. Tries for a screen pass. That play got blown up pretty easily, though. Thankfully, it did not go badly. As McCaffrey going to get tossed this one. Running along the near side, he's down at about the 31. So gained about 4 on this one. They're going to say 32. Toss to McCaffrey yet again, who's running along the near sideline. He's got the first down and more, and he's going to get taken down at the 7. So that's where this 1st and goal will start. Purdy in shotgun formation. Plenty of time throwing, but out of bounds. Seems he didn't like any of the coverage he saw. 2nd and goal. Man in motion for Purdy. Dropping back. Looking for somebody open. Gonna throw this one to his left for Samuel, but he can't quite get it. Deebo Samuel not able to get his hands on it. 3rd and goal. Purdy going to hand this one off to McCaffrey, and he's got the first down and touchdown. And just like that, the 49ers, and with that, the 49ers extend their lead back to where it was before. As this kick nearly blocked, but it still goes through. A 25-point lead for the Niners. As Rivers going to take this from about a yard deep in his own end zone. Gets up to the 15, to the 20 now. 25 and down at the 28. First and 10 for the Rams. Stafford going to throw this one to his left for Puka Nacua. He's got the first down and into San Francisco territory. And he's down around the 34, it looks like. With less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Man in motion for Stafford. Stafford looking, waiting patiently, going to get this one off just in time to throw it deep for Cooper Kupp, but overthrows him just a bit too much. 32 seconds to go. Stafford dropping back, throws to the left, incomplete. 3rd and 10. Stafford going to hand this one off to Williams. And Williams running along the far side, gets back towards the middle and down at about the 6, it looks like, maybe the 7. 1st and goal. They got time for one more play in the third quarter. Stafford going to get this one off in time for Higbee, who's down on the ground. Getting back up, thankfully. But we go into the fourth quarter, 25-point lead. Could the Rams do something with this? Williams going to get handed the ball and only gets about 5. So 3rd and 2. Stafford handing this off to Williams yet again, and he's got the touchdown easily. The Rams need more plays like this, though. Because even if they get this extra point through, which they are very likely to do, that's still an 18-point lead for the 49ers. Kick on the way is good. And this one, Cardi going to kick it deep. And Garendo going to be back to return. Maybe they're worried about an onside recovery that doesn't go their way. And Garendo going to get taken to the 22. 1st and 10 for San Francisco, who's going to be in cruise control mode now. Purdy going to throw this one, but it's deflected. It's incomplete, actually. Purdy going to toss this to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to try to run along the far side, but only gets about 3. Defense needs to make a big stop here. This is going to be a big play for them. Hand off to McCaffrey, and he is stopped. Sent back 2 yards to the 24, maybe 23-yard line. So Wishnowski going to make another punt. Kyron Williams going back. He'll take it from about the 20-yard line. And he's up to the 30, 35, and down at the 38. So 1st and 10 for the Rams here. They need to score and score quickly. We've seen stranger comebacks before. Stafford looking for an open man. Running out of time. Gonna throw this one deep to the right for Cooper Kupp, and he's got it at the 11. Wrapped up before he's taken down. That was in some coverage. Amazing play there by Stafford, but did they lose too much time? Stafford dropping back. Looking for an open man. Someone gonna throw it into the back of the end zone, but incomplete. Looked like Kupp was his intended target there. Stafford dropping back. Looking and deflected. Incomplete. Ran out of time there, but thankfully was not too badly. 5 minutes to go. Stafford dropping back. Going to try and run forward with it himself. Leonard Floyd says, no, you do not. So they're going to go for the field goal here. So bring it to a 15-point lead. But points are points. Cardi's kick on the way. Off the left upright, but it's good yet again. 35-20. And Cardi going to kick this one off to Garendo, who will be back to return it from about the 5. Garendo going to get up to the about the 19, it looks like. So this is where this set of downs will start for the 49ers. Purdy going to run forward. Bobby Brown there with the sack. And that takes him back 8 yards to about the 11. Purdy, play action, throw for Brandon Ayuk, and he's wide open. He is going to keep on going. He's got nothing but daylight ahead of him. And someone finally catches up to him before he's down at the 28 of the Rams. And that might have just put this game away, barring a big defensive play here. Purdy going to hand this one off to McCaffrey. Zigging and zagging running along the far side. And McCaffrey going to be stopped short, but taken down at a first and goal territory for the 49ers on their own on the Rams 4-yard line. Purdy going to hand this one off to McCaffrey, and he's through for the touchdown. And that might just do it. So the 49ers going to take a big 20-point lead. And this is kind of how things went for the 49ers and Rams last time they played earlier in the season, which was a big blowout loss in our other game of the week, back in week 11. And Rivers going to take this back from about 3 yards in his own end zone. And he's down about the 8-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rams. And Stafford running out of time. Throws it for Higbee, and it's intercepted by Charvarius Ward, who's down at the 11. Yeah, if you didn't think this game was over before, it is now. Purdy going to play action. Gets it off just in time to avoid being sacked. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10. Man in motion while Purdy's in shotgun. Purdy going to try and throw this one to the right for Brandon Ayuk, and he's got the score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The very least the Rams defense can say they didn't let up 70. Unfortunately for them, this is going to be a 49-20 lead. Not quite able to do enough. They were doing well at first, but then things just didn't go their way. And Rivers will be back to return this, taking it from about the 1.5. And he's down at the 11. Looking at the remaining schedule for the Rams, they're running out of games here. They have the Jets, Cardinals, and Seahawks left, with the Cardinals and Seahawks for them fortunately being at home in SoFi Stadium. But they are running out of time. 2nd and 10. Stafford dropping back. Going to try and run forward with this one. Avoids potential tackle. He's taking it himself. And he's down at the 20. And they're going to call their first timeout here. Looking at the 49ers remaining schedule, they've got a game at Miami. Then they take on Detroit before they head to Arizona. Stafford going to throw this one to his left for Robinson. And he's got the first down and down in San Francisco territory about the 45. And that's going to be the second timeout the Rams call. 1st and 10 for LA. Toss for Kyron Williams, running along the near sideline, and he's going to get the first down easily before he's taken down at about the 12, about the 13 actually. They're going to call their 3rd and final timeout. They just want some kind of points to score before the end of the game. Stafford looking and throwing for Puka Nacua, but incomplete. And that is where we are going to end this one. The 49ers not just winning this game 49-20. Very fitting score for San Francisco there. But they've got some big news as they can claim themselves once again NFC West champions. Congratulations to the San Francisco 49ers on that one. And taking a look at the standings for the NFC West, the San Francisco 49ers with their 10-3 record, like I said, they are the NFC West divisional champions. Meanwhile, the Rams fall back to 3rd place at 6-7. But the Seahawks do play the Packers. That might help them out for pride, but unfortunately, the Rams do also still have to worry about what's going on in the NFC playoff picture. As you can see, the 49ers, they have clinched the NFC West. They've clinched a playoff spot. First team in the season to clinch a playoff position. They have the 1 seed right now, but if things go their way, they could potentially lock up the... Looks like they could lock up the NFC's number 1 overall seed by as early as next week, depending on how things go with the Packers and the Eagles. The Eagles going to be playing the Steelers this week, and like I said, the Packers playing the Seahawks. So the 49ers might actually want to root for Seattle at the very least. Meanwhile, the Rams at 6-7, they are now the 4th team out, and they're going to need some help, a lot of help actually, if they want to stand a chance of getting into that NFC playoff picture. And that's going to do it for us for this week. A reminder that on Saturday, we will be having our second of our games of the week between the Jets and the Jaguars, and to come back next week, and to come back on Monday for our Week 15 Tecmo Rewind. For all of us here at SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network, I'm your host, Joe, saying good night, everybody!